There's a little Italy in all the older American cities. Under the influence of the Italians, American English soon swallowed dozens of Roman and Neapolitan food words into its daily diet. Like Poles, Hungarians, Chinese, the Italians made a big contribution to American culture, yet their language influence was mainly in food words. Manny Ottaviano is a first-generation Italian-American whose family passed through Ellis Island in the 20s. He lives in a mainly Italian area of Brooklyn.
Manny!
Hey, how are you?
All right.
His English is everyone's idea of Italian-American.
I want a couple of sandwiches,
Sure.
all right? Something with gabagool, some salami, some mozzarella, maybe. I'll leave it to you.
How about a piece of super salad to start?
Ah, you're talking, man. That's great. That's not just salami. This
That's
is super
super
salad.
salad.
All
Super
right,
salad.
all right.
Okay, Manny.
What do I owe?
$5.
How's Poppy? Still away on the trip?
Yeah, he went away. He's having a good time.
That's it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manny. Say
Stay
hello
well.
home
Chip
for
it
me.
down.
Say
Say hello
for
to
me.
Pop,
I
okay?
will.
I'll see you again. Take care.
There have been Germans in the United States since the 1640s. The Stuben Day Parade celebrates a German hero of the War of Independence. The Germans were better educated and more quickly successful than most immigrants. They added many new words to the dictionary, and also a parade of familiar brand names like Westinghouse, Chrysler, Heinz, Singer, Studebaker. Until 1914, German was the second language of the States. The Schaller family are partners in a long-standing New York sausage-making firm. They still use German in their everyday work.
Gut, was machst du diese Wochenende? Gehst du jagen?
Fishing.
Willi gegen jagen. That's good, Willi.
About 60% of all the people that work here are from Germany or Austria or from a German background, from German parentage. There are many that have kept up the German language. They have sent their children to German schools, and they encourage their children to take German in high school, and they are able to speak German.
By 1860, there were 38 daily German newspapers in American cities like Berlin, Bismarck, and Frankfurt. But the legacy of the two world wars has disguised part of the German-American contribution. Many Germans changed their names, and sauerkraut became Liberty cabbage. Frankfurters became hot dogs. But before that happened, the intermingling of the languages enriched English. When American Dad tells his kids, don't be fresh,
Frech.
and don't act dumb,
Dumm.
he's using German. A bum or a bummer comes from German.
Bummel.
So does a cookbook,
Cookbook.
delicatessen,
Delicatessen.
cylinder,
Cylinder.
and kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
When we're hurt, it's
Ouch.
for nothing, it's
Nix.
so halt an
Hold on.
und wie.
And how.
The Jewish immigrants from Central Europe also spoke a variety of German known as Yiddish. The novelist Henry James visited the Lower East Side and described what he heard. We shall not know it for English, he wrote disdainfully. In fact, today, American English owes much of its vitality to these newcomers. One man who spent a lifetime reflecting on the strange marriage of English and Yiddish is the writer Leo Ralston.
English today in the United States and in England has incorporated around 300 words which are Yiddish and have become part of English. The word chutzpah is very well known as unmitigated gall, And there's no English word quite like it, partly because of what's called the uvular fricative. The word yenta for gossip. The word ganef has long been part of English for a thief, a crook. The word schmaltz in the theater for overacting, over-sentimentalization.
Vaudeville theater and popular music gave many Lower East Siders their first big break. Radio was a golden age for Jewish gag writers and comics.
How do you do, sir? Are you a doctor? I'm a doctor. I'm dubious. I'm glad to know you, Mr. Dubious. I'm awfully glad to sit down, Mr. Dubious. I'm still dubious.
Movie stars, moguls, writers, and directors scripted Yiddish turns of phrase into the laugh lines of 20th century entertainment. TV, too, has helped to make Yiddish perhaps the most influential of immigrant languages.
Well, let's see how we stand. Flat-footed.
I needed like a hole in the head. Office a loch in Kopf. Or you should live so long. Who needs it? All right already. Enough already. The already as an underlining of the meaning is straight Yiddish transliterated. It shouldn't happen to a dog.
Morris,
Yeah.
you think the match is good?
Murray Lenkowsky is a typical first-generation New York Jew. He runs his own fur business in the heart of the city's garment district.
Number of this.
All right. So you'll have the dyer down here, let him check it out and see what he has to do with it.
Now, this
in order
is
to get the right
a
shade.
special order. This must be delivered today.
Okay, it'll be done.
We'll put it on.
His talk is richly embroidered with colorful Yiddish expressions and striking phrases.
Fashionable, very expensive.
Chatting to customers, schmoozing, he uses typical Yiddish inversions.
Jackets you like. Girls, you don't want this. Let's give them jackets. Okay, hang them up. Start on the jackets. We split the mustard.
The Jewish way with words, a gift for irony, is the essence of Yiddish humor.
That's a bagel and lox coat. Sunday morning, you go to Bagel and Lox and
You make them here, please?
right here, right on these premises with our own little hands.
No, we
Can't get decent blocks and bagel.
Right?
Doesn't matter, it's all right.
The Yiddish word schmutter means rag. Today, it's come to refer to fashion. In New York's 7th Avenue Fashion District, Murray Lenkowsky has eaten breakfast and lunch in the same restaurant, Hershey's, for 30 years.
Take it off. The restaurant is kosher. By kosher, that is the food served there is 100% kosher and served in a kosher style.
Kosher is just one of dozens of Yiddish words that are now part of everyday conversation. And nosh is another.
Well, a nosh is when you're grabbing something that you're not really hungry, you're just taking something in your mouth to keep the mouth busy.
The SH sound is also used by Jews to make fun of a word. Is he fat? Fat schmat, he gets around. Is she smart? Smart schmart, she hasn't got a brain in her head.
Other shirk words are schlep, shtick, schmuck, schmozzle, and schlemiel.
I had one that...
A schlemiel is a dope, and a schlemazel is one step above that.
I send her up to Murray.
Yiddish has a wealth of character types. Meshugana for a crazy person, shicker for a drunkard, nebbish for a nobody, and maven.
Since you're a clothing maven, since when doesn't red go with gray?
A maven is a guy that knows everything about everything.
Listen to this. This is for a kind of horror. We shouldn't have a kind of horror, the evil eye on it.
Kibitzing, it became a national word. Everybody who mixes into someone else and has something else to say about it is a kibitzer.
Yeah.
If you look at Manny, you see Manny is dressed. Don't look at Manny, look at me.
Yiddish lends itself to a remarkable range of psychological discriminations.
Red and gray is a perfect match.
It's steeped in sentiment, and it's sluiced with sarcasm. It knows that only paradox can do justice to the injustices of life. It adores irony, because the only way the Jews could retain their sanity was to view a dreadful world with ironic and astringent eyes.